Okay, so this is my Strikeforce Nashville predictions. I'm just going to go over the main card. First, we're going to go over King Mo and Mousasi. I definitely think Mousasi is going to win this fight. He has more experience. His ground game is excellent. His striking is great. And King Mo really doesn't have that experience. He's a great wrestler. The only thing that he has on his side, I would believe, is his power. And everyone's saying that he's hungry and whatnot. But I think that the only way that he would win is if he just came out of the blue and caught Mousasi. But Mousasi's a pretty good defender of the strikes, and his defense is really good. I would say second round Mousasi. He'll either beat him by strikes or he'll submit him. But I really do believe that Mousasi is going to win this one. And on top of that too, his submission game is crazy. He was doing exhibition matches with Fedor. Fedor's pretty good, for a heavyweight, and he was still at a light heavy. So I really do believe that Mousasi's really gonna dominate this one. Even though King Mo, he likes to talk. They're really talking up the match or whatnot. So we're gonna move on to Dan Henderson and Jake Shields. On this fight, you really wouldn't even know that Jake Shields is fighting Dan Henderson because CBS hasn't even really been doing any advertising saying that who Dan Henderson is fighting. And I would say that's partly because Jake Shields' contract is coming up, and there's been, talks about UFC bringing Jake Shields over. So, that would be the main reason why you have this phantom fighter fighting Dan Henderson. I'm not really a big fan of Jake Shields only because, I know he's a submission guy, but he really hasn't really taken his game to the next level to really jump into the UFC. And his striking ability really isn't there. He's always, you know what he's going to do. He's only going to try to go after submission. He's trying to get a leg and an arm. And not saying anything's wrong with that, but when you're fighting a guy like Dan Henderson, who's an excellent wrestler, he has power in his hands. You just basically all you're gonna try to do is just do a monkey jump on the guy and try to grab an arm or really take on get a leg or whatnot. And Dan Henderson is known for his sprawls and his great ground defense and whatnot. I really do believe that in this one, Jake Shields is gonna get knocked out. In the first or second. It's not going to even go, the distance or whatnot. He's just going to get, clocked like Bisping did, So once again, Dan Henderson on that one. And then we have Melendez and Aoki. So on this one is quite interesting because you have Aoki, who's pretty much a submission guy. He's done some he got some wins by strikes. Then you have Melendez, who's a really he's a strike and heart guy. I'm really kind of on the edge on this one because I would think that Aoki would win, especially with his dominant performance over when on his last fight when he broke the guy's arm and doing all his antics and whatnot. But I'm just not too sure because there really aren't that many fighters who come over from overseas organizations and they do good in the U.S. There's only like Rampage and whatnot, but I'm talking about actually Asian fighters who actually come over from an organization and really do good. I was really hoping Nomi, when he was in the UFC, that he would come over. When he was over, he was over in Pride. But he went and fought Kenny Florian, and he just got demolished, and this was supposed to be one of the top tier guys, Asian fighters that were overseas, fighting in the U.S., and he just got destroyed. And I really hope that doesn't happen with Aoki, but I'm really getting that feeling that he's going to be around the same situation. He's just going to get over here, and it's not really going to fill out for him like it does over in Dream, because most of the guys that he's fighting over there, and not necessarily is it always true, but you know, you're fighting guys, you're sparring with guys who are, you know, Asian. Nothing against Asians, but you know, they have a smaller frame. You know, their reach isn't that long. You know, they're smaller guys just in general. You know, but if I was going to bet on this, I would still choose Aoki, though. I would still choose Aoki to really get that submission in and whatnot. Melendez really doesn't. All he's going to go for is, you know, he's going to really try to go for those kicks and tire Aoki out, but you can't really tire him out. He has really good cardio and whatnot, and he's going to try to really come in and, you know, get that power hit off and really try to, you know, try to win in a strike fashion. And I don't see that happening with Aoki. I think he's going to break his leg or something like that. You know, the UFC was really trying to get Aoki. They were hoping that they could get a chance to get Aoki in the UFC to go against Penn. So I'm going to, once again, Aoki, I'm going to go on this one. So those are my predictions. And I say he's going to win by, it's probably going to go a little bit longer. I would say about the third round. Third round he's going to win. So those are my predictions for Strikeforce Nashville. If you like my video, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.